come on. Figured out my wheel problem. Those wheels are from the Revels. I put some deeper rims on it. Put the wheels where they're supposed to be and the rims where they're supposed to be. You know, the wheels like right up flat front to the damn, flush to the front. You know, unrealistic. I noticed I'm using tires with real lettering on it. Raised letters. You can actually read it from any angle too, because it's there. And I rubbed it with the sandpaper that could on the tread. It stands out. And these tires, not the ones that came with the kit, but those I got from an older kit. Because it's got real raised letters on it. See that? Royal. And you can read it. Any angle. Look at this shit. What the fuck is that? Have you ever seen a tire in real life like that? Ever? You can hardly even read it. And it ain't white lettered, it's gray. Because it's supposed to represent raised letters. So let's use a color that almost the same color as the tire itself. You can't read it when the light's shining on it. You see that? You read that? No, I can't. Wow, look at that. Look at how much that shows up. Uniroyal, look at that. You can actually read the size, manufacturer, wheel type. Look at that. See it? Do you see that on here? No. Oh my God, you barely see it almost at a certain angle you look at it. Look at. No tire in real life is like that. You can bitch at me all you fucking want. That is fucking stupid. Stupid. And all these goddamn fucking tires that Round 2's making with no letters at all. And the car tires. There's something wrong with you. They look like this. The new tires, all the car models look like this. Never in my life had ever seen a tire with no letters on it. If you're going to put the pad printed on one side, why can't you at least put the real fucking letters on one side? Like I said, so the real modelers, they make it realistic. They can use that to put it on the outside, not this stupid shit. Look at it, smooth. What happens when I take my sandpaper and scuff that up? It's going to tear that goddamn print right off. This is what they should look like. That's a tire. That's real. That's realistic. That's realistic. That's realistic. That's realistic. That's not even a tire. That's a toy. I'm not goddamn fucking buying toys. I don't want to build toys. Look at this shit. How many people have car models now they're building with nothing on the wheels? Look at. They're gonna be fucking ashamed of themselves. Seriously. Round 2? You should be ashamed of yourself. Here's all my wheels for the non-Alaskan hauler. I just bought them. Well, I got everything painted now. Just about ready to get them together here. I suppose it's like show up the hubs. There they are. Look at that. So they took those off and I glued them to there first, because then you can actually round off the little tabs where it's molded and all that. Glue them on there first and paint them so you don't have these big raw plastic marks hanging off where you cut it from. I have a feel this thing is going to be pretty cool. Here's the box I'm using for it. My streamer. Ain't gonna show up, I suppose. There we are. See, there's bolt heads on there. You know why there's bolt heads on there? Because it's realistic. In real life, there would be bolts. How come there's not letters on the tires? I don't see no letters on his tires whatsoever. There is none. Because it's fucking bullshit. In round 2, everybody from round 2, I hope the hell all you guys are listening. Because I'm fed up just as bad as I'm in with YouTube. YouTube's made it so impossible to even enjoy anything anymore. Oh, what the goddamn fuck? There. God, a fucking brain injury. Everything makes me fucking pissed off. We're in there crying all the time. I hope this fades down a little bit, not so shiny yet. But I don't want a really shiny silver, so I'm thinking of putting the black, but I'm thinking not black so much, but I'm probably putting my earth brown. But black would maybe represent holes in the grill more. Paint that black and then rub it off so there's black in there, you know. But you don't know how to do that. I'll show you or something. Yeah, no, I don't smoke. I just keep things in those. I used to smoke. I gotta keep them in there, keep them from scratching. You know, rub against each other and scratch the rust off. Oh yeah, there they go, rubbing against each other, scratching it off. See, Alaskan hauler is just all these chrome. This whole sprue is supposed to be normally chrome. Every kit it comes with is chrome. But because it's a non-Alaskan hauler, Alaskan hauler, all the chrome is painted silver, so it's aluminum. It's not supposed to be flashy. It's supposed to be a work truck. I'm not going to put these on the cab. I might just save those for something else. Exhaust stacks. I used the curved ones. I was going to put 2 of them on, but I'm just going to put the one. Just going to put the one stack like it is on there too. The only has it on one side. And since my big cat engine only got exhaust coming out one manifold anyways, so I'll go to one exhaust. Found my part that I lost. a goofy thing. These I had slightly painted them. But that thing there, I sprayed a little bit with that earth brown just to dirty it up a little bit. These I did that with the dirtying it up a little bit. Still shiny, but I suppose everybody's wondering how I only did that. Sit there with a little brush and dab at it for like 20 hours? No. I just sprayed it, took a little alcohol on the pad and rubbed it off. Oh, a Q-tip, that's what it was. Yep. I get some black around that starter behind it a little bit. There's a little bit of paint left in that manifold. That's the intake manifold, that's the exhaust manifold. The air going in is nice and cool, but coming out it's burning hot, so that's why all the paint burns off. Remember I was telling you about that? And there's a little excess heat in top here, so the paint getting chipped off. A lot of people wonder, how do you make it look like it's chipped? That's not salt. I know there's different techniques. Salt technique is only good like for the front of cars, like where you get stone chips from following other cars and stones are popping up at it, or salt and shit like that. But you don't get that from salt. Come on. See how it looks like the paint's chipped off? That's a 3D effect. Just like this shit. There's no 3D effect. It's not smooth. There's a special thing you gotta do. And if you didn't see my other videos, then you probably won't know how I did it. So you have to go look at my other videos and maybe you'll find out how I did it. Maybe I'll make a different video. Maybe I'll put it all together in one video when I finish this thing. But yeah. Where's the frame for this anyways? I don't know. Oh, that's what I was going to ask. Anybody out there watching right now knows cat motors? Or any kind of like, you know, truck motor and stuff? This is a bulldozer, by the way, motor. With a truck transmission. Look how nice that lines up. Oh. Anyways, I want to put lines. The fuel injection pump. There's see right there, those little things sticking up, little nipples. I was thinking of using this rubber to put on those and then have this solid line to bend. They go up and around. Yeah, up and around, right? There. 6 of them. They gotta come up, go through here and around, and into each port somehow. I don't know exactly where, because I gotta do some research online and run those lines. And if anybody's got any suggestions or pictures or want to tell me like other lines I should run, hoses, wiring, all this shit, please let me know, because that would be really cool. Because help me find a place where I can find out where the wires and stuff go and what it should look like. Usually I don't do all that stuff, but I figured, maybe once I should do it. I'm not gonna like totally super detail everything, but kind of would have been kind of cool to do the brake lines and all that, and have it all rusted with it. But I don't know. Maybe I'll add something yet. Who knows? I had here it is. My drive shaft, custom drive shaft had to make. I cut one off a bigger sprue. Come up, there's a piece that come up at an angle. Was it this side? I don't know. Anyways, nice, thicker, bigger tube. And to cut all the little nipples off of that and sand it down. Talking right there, To line up between the engine, which comes right up to the back of that the original motor mount. And I extended the frame, a little bit, so I had to extend the drive shaft. I like doing that. I used to hate it when I was a kid. I used to melt it with the lighter and pull it, and it was like, holy shit, what a racket that made. Bent all the hell and looked horrible. Man, boy, did I change my ways. Whoa. Oh, yes. These make nice weights and holders. Is that your spray painting? And then when you sit them down, make nice little weights and holders. I was telling you about those lines they scrape off with the knife, hobby knife. There's two halves to that. Can you tell where that line was? It went that way and across the top. Yeah, you can't even see it. He says I used a knife and grind it, pull it, and grind it off with the edge of the knife. You don't see the seam there either. See, that's what you should do. And I hate telling people what to do. I mean, you do whatever way you want, but if you want to make it realistic and not like it's plastic glued together with seams, you want to make it look like a real truck instead of a toy truck, well, then you got to listen to me. You got to do what I tell you, because I'm not the only one that'll tell you. Okay, you gotta get rid of that seam. There were seams. This one's a little bit more visible, but those came from Kenworth. But I got different. Oh, where the hell are they now? Oh yeah, I just got one gas tank, because it's not gonna go that far. Just running around in oil fields where they always got like a pumper thing for gas, anyways. Diesel. So I'm putting a battery box on one side and a fuel tank on the other. Trying to remember where the hell my fuel tank is. Is it in here? Mm-hmm. I'll have to look for that. Here's interior. I got a different air cleaner. I used the air cleaner from the bulldozer. This is the hood for it, but it's not the hood's going to be on it. Now why is it all grainy? There we go. Oh, yeah, to zoom out and get all grainy. So I'm using this as an air cleaner on the side. Guess what this is for? It's for the engine. Okay, I'm using the Autocar and Western Star type seats for the Kenworth. Speaking of trying to extend drive shafts, this is what happens when you try to melt it and pull it, stretch it. I tried making one of those long ass shifters, you know. So the guy can always reach to the ceiling to shift gears. It's kind of goofy, but I think maybe after I paint it, it won't look so bad. Through the window. Okay, I'd have to reach way up. Do you like watching paint dry? I do. My door, I just love it. Sit, watch paint dry all day. I almost tried to cut the whole damn interior of the grill out. You can see at the bottom right hand corner there, that line. Of course you can't see it because it won't focus. I'm trying something with the dashboard here. I don't know if it's going to work. They're really ugly yellowy. It's supposed to be like light wood color. That's for the Autocar. I did spray a little bit of dirt on the bottom, inside, but for the most part, everything else is going to be spotless clean. And, oh yeah, here. Rear fenders. Whoa. You know, quarter fenders, they call them. I put some mud flaps in the front of that too, hanging down, I guess. What do you think of that? Oh yeah, knock everything down. That's right, though. Oh. They show you those mud flaps, the black. Where I don't think they're in here. It's like the engine so far. With the transmission glued in, oil pan. I don't think it's in here. These are all my parts for the engine. I think it is in here. Yeah, here they are. See how it's not like super smooth, shiny black? Kind of looks rough, like real rubber mud flaps. See the difference? See the edges on the belt, all smooth. See, it's glares like that. See, I only have right now gloss black, so I had to paint these gloss black. But there's a trick to this. You wait till it dries a little, then you come back and just mist it. Don't spray hard or thick with it. Just mist it from a distance. Nice and even, you know. You make sure even from that edge to this edge, you know. But I should have sanded those damn dots off. You know what those are? Anybody? Those are where they pushed out the part from the molds. There's like pins in the molds where it releases. It's like pulls this way, so these go pop those parts out of the mold. That's what those come from. But yeah, it's still gloss black. These were really shiny like that belt there, but it looked horrible. I mean, didn't look like rubber. So I had to come back and redo it. The only thing is now, I was thinking maybe taping off the rubber part and going back on this bracket here. This thing goes all the way down and in here. Painting that blue.
Here's that god awful blue that I stirred it out with.
See the difference? I had the frame painted this crazy crap. And I thought it looked alright at first, but more dried, it just made it worse. And it just crackled and popped and just little fish eyes and divots and everything else on it, and then faded out and goofy looking, and it's just, I don't know, the whole damn thing looked horrible. Like it says, I almost started over. Not that I'd throw it out, start over. I would use this one for a different truck, like an old rusty or beat up one. But I painted it with that Rust-Oleum, right? Stuff I was using was stuff I got from Hobby Lobby. Real modeling paint. Real modeling paint just sucks. I think almost every time I ever use it, it's like very seldom I get a can that actually works right. But see this flatter color, like satin, covers a lot better too. And I'm surprised it's even shiny, coming out shiny. Not supposed to. Get a little piece on the door where it looks like it's like didn't cover quite well, but like, oh well. You know, the thing is, I was thinking too is repainting the hood on the side of the hood, sides. But because these aren't quite as shiny now as the rest, but it matches pretty good. And you know what? I'm happy with it. Tops of hoods usually are faded more anyways from the sun and then more rubbing and polishing like when you're washing the thing all the time. So it won't look so bad. What do you think of my bumper? I tried getting that thing straight as I can, and it would kept curving on me, curving on me, curving on me. And that fitting just right too in there. I'm surprised it's sitting as tall as it is too, the way it is. But see how high the